I remember the first souvlaki I ever ate. It was stunning. Absolutely. It was in London many years ago, but they did a whole lamb, you know, and they sliced it. Now, I'm not going to get nasty about the souvlaki and shawarmas and things like that in this day and age. They're not the same. They really aren't. The lamb, I wonder where it comes from sometimes, which part of the lamb it comes from. And can I also say, little Georgie, chips have no place in a souvlaki. And I know you started the fashion, and I know chips are cheaper than lamb, but no. Anyway, I'm going to do a roll your own souvlaki, which is a bit of fun. First of all, I'm actually using some tortillas rather than flatbread, but that's up to you. And I've just wrapped them in foil, and I'm going to throw them in the oven. So the souvlaki itself, let's just talk about the meat, because I'm using proper lamb. Maybe I'm being a bit unfair, but this one where they sliced it off the whole lamb that was on a spit, oh, fantastic. I'm using a backstrap of lamb. You could use, if you wanted, this is a big portion for one maybe to be shared with your mate. If you wanted something a bit smaller, you could use a rack of lamb, which would just take all the fat off. But the nice thing about a backstrap, you just say to your butcher, can I have a backstrap? And it's all trimmed and it's all ready to go. Right, so let's start thinking about a dressing, which I'm going to use as a marinade for the lamb, and I'm also going to use a bit of a dressing at the end. So about half a cup of olive oil, juice of half a lemon, it's real simple stuff, and it just gives a nice extra flavour, really does. A clove of garlic, a nice big plump one. And we'll also add one chilli. The chilli's optional, guys. You don't have to do that. And also a good tablespoon of chopped oregano. And we'll add some salt and pepper to that. I can remember actually, you know, they always talk about souvlaki being something that you have after the pub. And I can remember I used to go to a place that shall remain nameless, I'm not going to mention it, and I used to go there after I'd been out having one or two drinks. And one day I made the dreadful mistake of going there when I was completely sober during the day. I never went there again. After that I thought, oh Ian, what am I doing? Let's just talk about making souvlakis here. So what we do is we put some of that just on our lamb backstrap, and we'll put the rest of it to the side, and we put that on our ridged grill. Of course it can go on a barbecue, and just do me a favour though, when you put it on, just lift it up so that it doesn't stick. Now, what else do I need? What I need is a tzatziki. Now we know what a tzatziki is. It's a lovely garlic yogurt and plenty of garlic in it. Once again, it's up to you. I love nice fresh garlic for this. And we'll just throw a couple of good cloves in there. We'll also add the juice of half a lemon. And just mix that up. Also add some fresh mint. Now the mint is not absolutely essential. I like it in it, I have to be honest. But if you didn't have it I wouldn't go and buy a whole bunch. If you've got a garden with some mint growing, fantastic. Or you've got some left over, even better. Because we like using our leftovers. So just mix that up. All right, put that to the side. And let's have a look at our lamb. Looking good. And we'll keep on cooking that. Now remember, like everything else, you need to rest your meat. So what we do is we cook it until it's about medium rare, and we will turn that down a bit because it's a bit fierce. I like the crust on it, but maybe not 2 inches thick. I'm exaggerating now. Anyway, cook that. I would say all up it'll take about 7 minutes. Then we take it off and rest it for a few minutes. You don't need to cover it or anything, just rest it in a warm spot on your bench. And then, my friends, we will continue. All right, so our lamb's looking good. It's been resting for a few minutes. Let's start thinking about the rest of it. Now, this is a roll your own souvlaki. I did tell you that, didn't I? And just out of interest, if you're sitting at home thinking, look at that piece of wood. This is a piece of kauri from New Zealand. I use it normally as a cheese board, but I thought it looked really nice for this one. So I've got some baby cos there. I've got a bit of really nice, I'm not mad on rocket, but this is the wild rocket. It really is very, very nice and crisp. So some tomato. See, what you do is you just scoop it up with some of the lamb, put it in your bit of tortilla, away you go. So I'm just putting the normal things, you know, the normal things that go in a souvlaki, except better quality, of course. So some cucumber, much or as little as you like. I think this would be enough for two, but it's up to you guys. And some red onion, finely sliced, really finely sliced. There's nothing worse than thick chunks of red onion. If you have a bit of trouble and you're not a great knife man, what you do is just do some spring onions instead. Alrighty, let's have a look. Now I know I've got my knife there somewhere. Let's have a look at our lamb. Beautiful. Now, just do remember, on camera, it'll look pinker than it actually is. But it is medium. If you want it cooked a bit more, that's fine. Just turn the grill right down. Don't have it too hot. But I like it pink. And what we will then do, we'll just put it around here. You see what I mean? You'd certainly get enough for two. So you and your mate you can invite a mate over instead of cooking for one. Now, I know this seems a bit strange, but I'm going to pour those juices. There's not a lot of them, but I can't leave them there. There isn't a lot of them. You're quite right, Ian. It really isn't a lot. But what I do have is some of this lovely oregano, lemon and chili dressing. So we'll pour that over. And in the centre, because I've got a bowl there, we will have our tzatziki. And a beautiful tzatziki made with fresh garlic. I hate it made with that sort of packet stuff. It's awful. Quite a lot of that. Oh, don't be silly and put the lot in, because I know I'll eat it. And last but not least, out of the oven we pull our tortillas. And I've ended up with such a generous amount, I reckon I could have done a few more tortillas because I've only done 4. So there we have Huey's roll your own souvlaki. And I don't care what you say, that absolutely looks brilliant. Come and have a close-up look at this, James, because I reckon that is special. And I'm as biased as him. And what we're also going to do, because we're in the mood, a nice glass of New Zealand Pinot to go with that. This Pinot is actually from Nelson, which isn't famous for its wine, but it is good. It's got a lovely flavour, lots of fruit. Oh, that will go with that dish absolutely brilliantly. All right, guys, do try this because I think it's very special. I really do. Maybe biased, but it is special. All right, cheers.